And we are underway from Houston. Oh, nice move. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up second.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Stroud. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that will keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. This one completes Alec Pierce.
Leonard's pass.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
30-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Operating from the gun. Leonard. His pass left side to Downs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Leonard. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Danico Autry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Texans nothing.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their second drive here of the ball game, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
Deep to return is Josh Downs. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball at the 33, second and 9. On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Houston's offense taking over again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Marks now on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And Stroud now to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stroud working out of the gun. Open man is Higgins. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Stroud to throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
From 13 yards out.
and the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Colts 3.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Operating from the gun, Leonard.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now Back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own. Oh, put it on the carpet, a fumble. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he loses the football a second time. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
He's got it to Collins, complete. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
It's a gain of 7.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud going to give to Marks. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Marks. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Up the middle they go. It's Jordan. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's brought down by Latu. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Stroud. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As these guys are able to extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Brings up second.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. He's got 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Up the middle, it's Marks. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Stroud.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run forward Marks. Still on his feet. He may go.
Touchdown, Houston.
Woody Marks,
70 yards.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. and it's 21-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run once more with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Taylor.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Blake groupie now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
He juked him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From out of the gun, here's Marks.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run straight ahead with Marks. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
It's a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. He's got Higgins over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Taken down at the 43-yard
Credited with a
line.
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
And we've hit the
9.
2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And some space here. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Now he'll tuck it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 6-yard touchdown run. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Back to throw. Leonard. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Leonard. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Leonard. And this one is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Texans fans, 'cause it's third down.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
In motion, the tight end. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
his way through contact. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get a bit closer.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score 10.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd down, Leonard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And the Colts first down. It's a gain
Another
of
nice
10.
play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down and 6 now. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, they'll run the option right. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs.
They'll begin on the ground with Marks. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, here's Marks. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't happen at contract time.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? And Stroud now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 17 yards. And
3 quarters have come and gone.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's got his man, it's Pierce.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's got Pierce.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
16 yards.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
He'll keep it himself.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and do this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Stroud going to give to Marks. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Stroud to throw it.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 1 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Stroud.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Marks is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
Third and goal, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins from 3 yards out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35, Colts 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A little juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Back to Taylor on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 17
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Waste of time.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 42 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Groupie for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Oh, what a move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
17 yards.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Marks. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Jordan. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. That's going to be caught by Allen Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and
ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. they'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And here comes the Texans now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Tanner again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
7-yard gain.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This is 1st and 10. He's going to keep this again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 19-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to 2 on a gain of 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.